ears hear the sound of time, stories weaving words that climb, whispered tales in a cozy nook. Welcome to the magic of every book. Bookshelf babble, take the stage, turn the chapter, fill the page. Laughter, wisdom, stories to spare, a podcast world where books are everywhere. From paperbacks to leather spines, mysteries, thrillers, and classic lines. Stories crackle, voices ring, dive on in, it's a podcast thing. Adventures waiting just one word away, from Austen's romance to Hemingway. Gather round, it's the bookish delight, unfold the tales under podcast light. Bookshelf babble, take the stage, turn the chapter, fill the page. Laughter, wisdom, stories to spare, a podcast world where books are everywhere. So pull a chair and bring your ear, Bookshelf babble is right here. Through every genre, chapter and hook, we're talking life, one book.
Hello everyone, you're welcome in Bookshelf Babble podcast live session in HelloTalk application. Today we have session in platform that has name HelloTalk. If you're not familiar with this, it's platform where people learn English around the world. And I like this application because you're very simple possible to create the voice room and attend people through the globe and talk about books. I very like this opportunity. I try to do this very often in today's our session. Some similar. Okay, it's time to go and start our voice room. We open application, go to voice room, start our voice room, and just press the button start voice room. And also I should be right that this session live on YouTube. I'm streaming. Okay, and we just wait when someone join to us here. Okay, yeah, let's go. And today I have opportunity to do this stuff and this voice room in good equipment. I think my voice sounds clear now. I think it's like to some kind of some sub-professional stuff. Yeah. And I think the picture is more clear and more nice today. Yeah, it's nice background, nice light, all is nice. I just enjoy sit here and talk about book. Okay, and we just wait. Maybe someone joined to us. Okay, hello. You're welcome. I'm glad to see you here, and thanks, it's very nice. And I just remind that I have live session on YouTube, and I have some kind of more professional stuff now, and picture and sound should be more clear to today's session. Yeah, hello guys. If you want to talk about book, just raise your hand and join to stage. If you want just listen, just write your questions or write book what are you reading in current moments. And yeah, it will be nice if you share what are you reading. maybe I just yeah, maybe I just tell some word about book what I'm reading now. I'm started to read the book that has name The Road. The Road. I think it's a very popular book, and you can find the film with the same name. Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic book, and when the people survive after some kind of catastrophe, and they has like to endless road, father and son. I watched the film before, but I just decided to reread the book. I not read this book, but I just decided to read this book. Yeah, it's about my current status. It will be nice if you share what book are you reading. To be okay. It's Lawyer Tart. Okay, I just try to find some information about this book. The post. Okay, I found. Okay, I found this information, and okay, it's a postmodern condition, a report on knowledge. This book explores science and technology, makes connection between these epistemic, cultural, and political trends. Okay, it sounds like a scientific book. Okay, philosophy. Okay, do you enjoy it? Because it's yeah, it sounds very very smart, and very focusing on specific time, and you should have a very good background to read and understand this this book. I think it's look not like to popular science book. It's more like to study or university book on some kind of grades when the professor asks you read this book. Do you enjoy it? Yeah. Okay. I will add this book to my reading list. To be honest, I not read all book what I added this reads, but I very often use this list like to some kind of hints and suggestion when I want to choose the next book. If you want to talk about book, just raise your hand and I will add you to conversation here. If you want to stay, you can just share with us what book are you reading. If you want to watch, I just send the link when you can like to see the this session on YouTube. Yeah, I mentioned I start reading the Road book, but in same times I not completed the book what has name World War Z. I don't know, its ideas are very interesting, but it's look very boring, and yeah, maybe because I saw the film and now how it's all happened, it's not so interesting. Maybe because English is so very complicated, and it's very like try to you should be work very hard with dictionary to read this book. Yeah, I just maybe suspend this book on sometimes and just switch for a book that has name The Road. Yeah, it's for me, for my current status in this case. Okay. Also, if you have a question, you can write the question here, and I will answer on this question too. Today I decided just started more early and started not typical time, because on my work I have very good equipment for like to podcasting and for streaming, and I just decided like to spend maybe some additional 2 minutes after work and talk here with people. Yeah, because very often when I start the session in the evening, I'm very late and very tired. Yeah, maybe I try to do this session today. It's not typical time, and I think it's many people more often use this application in more in daytime. Maybe in some people from Europe, it's more comfortable for them. Okay, we just wait. Maybe someone join. What about you? Do you have some updates or something new from last week? Do you celebrate Easter? Yeah, it's good sleeping too, and we have like 4 days vacation, and I not sleep a lot, but I enjoy this vacation because you can just sit or do some what you want, and also I have some trainings and matches with my son. It was nice activity. Yesterday we met with friends, but especially my wife sit with friends like it's many hours. Yeah, I enjoy, but sometimes I don't know how to describe this feeling when you have a lot of plans, but you not complete these plans, and you feel like to some sad and feel like imposter maybe because you want to do something, but you was so lazy to do this. Yeah, I very often have this feeling because on the start of the day I have like a clear plan of what I should be do. I have some additional exercises for improvement my English, for improving my skills, but very often I just skip some kind of exercises, just skip the live session too, and I feel like too sad because I not did some kind of work, some kind of like homework. Yeah, I don't know why. but yeah, very often I have this this feeling. Yeah. Hello. If you would like to talk about book, just raise your hand. I will add you to conversation here. Yeah, just raise your hand. And I just continue to talk about my daily routine. On the start of the day, I very often like to try to plan what task I want to complete, and I very often use Pomodoro technique when you split your task on 25 minutes period, and I create some kind of to-do list or plan what I want to do, and yeah, I try to complete all this plan for the day, but sometimes I skip some task, especially when I didn't have a time. Okay, I just try to find, but in direct message, if you correctly remember, I should be sent first some messages first, and after, yeah, I do the same stuff. Okay, and maybe I'm ready. Okay, just a second. I try to find where link locate. Maybe this now. I'm ready. Yeah. No, it's not this. Sorry, it's not correct. And this it should be correct. Yeah, I sent link for you. To be honest, I don't have like to podcast on Spotify yet. I just think about this, and I want to prepare like the first episode and maybe record the second, and after I try to create account, some stuff around this. Now I just create the channel for on YouTube where I try to host my live session. I just do duplicate this link here. Okay. Yeah, I have one additional idea, maybe for some specific live session, or even just for some kind of episode of podcast, when I just present book what I bought in last week on bookstore, in second-hand bookstore. I like to visit this bookstore and just like to pick up one or two or three books what attract my attention, And also in this shopping mall we have some kind of shop, or not shop, like a recycle center, where people possible put their old stuff, like to book, like to vinyl, like to and other stuff, like to, I don't know, like to sports stuff, glasses, cups, and you can go to this recycle center and pick up what you want. I very often like to go in book section and find something interesting, or check and like to take some kind of music, like to CD disc or vinyl. Yeah, it's my like to, not tradition, it's my ritual. In weekend when I have free time, I go and pick up some stuff and some books. And now I have like around 6 books what I pick up last week, and I just want to share them and maybe make some kind of small preview about what this book and why they attract my attention. Okay, it's thanks. Yeah, it sounds very very nice. Maybe I just make more contents, and maybe more some try to prepare some information, or just talk. Yeah, it's some good reason to move my podcasts and like to release some episodes. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's motivate me to do more. Okay. Can you tell some words about you, because you have Australian flag. Do you live in Australia? Because I don't know how for another people, but for me, Australia, it's look like to some very very different. It's located almost opposite part of the planet. Okay, yeah, just one question. One question. Do you live in Australia now? Okay, nice. Okay, I think it's a very good topic to talk in future. Um, mhm. Okay, in other words, you just working in Bahrain, but in like in vacation, in maybe in summertime or wintertime. I'm not sure what this time is best for holidays you spent in Australia. Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, nice. Australia for me, it's some kind of magic country. I just it's some I think some similar like to China. Uh, when I didn't think a lot about this country, it's for me it's like to some kind of fairy country from fairy tales. Yeah, but it will be nice and interesting to read and know more about this country. Yeah, it's just like to home task for you in next time. It's I want to ask you about some one book what you can suggest about life in your country, or show how people uh, live in your country. Yeah, if you find, it will be nice if you share. also I have one interesting to reference. I don't remember in where I heard book that has named The Beach. Okay, I'm not sure. I just check. Maybe book has another name, but as a film, old American film, has named The Beach. It's some kind of post-apocalyptic world, but if you correctly remember, some action happened in Australia. Okay, I should be just find. Okay, find something. Yeah, I find. I just share my screen. Yeah, I found the information. I just tell some word why it's. I start looking for this information, and I don't remember in one films, main character to mention the film The Beach on the Beach, and it's and this film it's a post-apocalyptic American film what made in 1959, and main action happened in Melbourne, Australia, and because after in to happen World War III and happened to nuclear war, and all planets start to polluted in just Australia, and some area is stay to clean, and many people move in Australia, and this film show how it's happened. Yeah, and show I did read and not watch the film before. I just to some brief recap what I heard. Yeah, I remember I added this book in my reading list, and maybe I watch this film too after reading, because I think it's something very interesting. Yeah, and now I remember why I heard and find these two references. It was in Haruki Murakami book, what I mentioned before. It's 1909QA4. In this book, main character to mention this film. Yeah. Sorry, not correct. 1QA4. Yeah. In this book, main character mentions this book, and they mention this book in context. The main character has main characters has to I don't know how it's kind to describe, some very sad feeling. All the action, they don't have sense because they all should be die in the end. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, and I mentioned this book, and I think it's some good point to read this book. because about Australia. I should be add this book in my reading list. Yeah, just find. Okay. The beach, on the beach, Neville shoot, if you correctly pronounce. I just passed the name of the book here. It's maybe interesting for you reading this book too when you have free time. Yeah, they have the author live in Australia some several years before their death, and maybe they describe some kind of context and how people live in your country. Yeah, it's a good point to read this book. Yeah, I like this kind of relationship when you heard something in one place, is after several days or several months is just notice this action or this reference in another context, and you can join this. I like this kind of insight or what happened, and this is very often happen when you learn like to English and learn like to new words. When you learn some one new words, and after you very often like to heard this word in different context, in podcast, in music, in song. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I think it's my time is end for today, and yeah, I think my time is end for today. It was nice experience after work session here in HelloTalk, and I'm very glad to you mentioned that you listen to my podcast. It's like to motivate to do this stuff, continue. Yeah, and yeah, I will try to do this more often with this equipment, because it's more comfortable to do this. Just like to turn computer and start, because in home I should be do a lot of stuff, find the free time, but after work it's more simple. Yeah, thank for your participate here, and see you next time. Goodbye. Okay, yeah, I just tell some final words because I leave the waste room. It was nice, like a soul conversation, but I think it's very good. I enjoy this because I do this in very cool stuff, and yeah, it's maybe one additional point and my additional like to stuff why I should be release my first episode of podcast and think about next. Thanks for your time. If you enjoyed, just subscribe here or put the like for under this video. If you have some questions, suggestions, some feedback, just write the comment. I will answer on it, or just follow me, and yeah, and see you next time in live session podcast on HelloTalk. Goodbye.
The pages hear the sound of time, stories weaving words that climb, whispered tales in a cozy nook. Welcome to the magic of every book. Bookshelf babble, take the stage, turn the chapter, fill the page. Laughter, wisdom, stories to spare, a podcast world where books are everywhere. From paperbacks to leather spines, mysteries, thrillers, and classic lines.